Hey, welcome to Live and in Person on YouTube. We have taken a little bit of a break, but we come back to you live now with a great project, GreenStiX. I had the pleasure of coming across this project that is doing some really great things in the world, and I thought it'd be great to bring them on and have them share what they're building. So with no further ado, I bring the founder of GreenStiX, Michael. How are you doing today, Mike?
Hey, what's going on? Thanks for having me on today. I am good.
Awesome, awesome. So tell us a little bit about yourself and how you got into, Web3 and crypto, and that eventually must have evolved into starting a project, right?
Yes, sir. So I am 26 years old. I live in Portland, Oregon, born and raised right here my entire life. What brought me to the Green Sticks idea, I'll start there. I've lived here my whole life. When I was younger, we had forest upon forest and just little parks of greenery all over. And as I've gotten older, I've seen a lot of that start to dwindle. We're removing trees, but we're not replanting trees. So, with my journey through Web3 and crypto, I've been in a lot of projects that have been community based and building around like a profile picture and a metaverse and all these great aspects. So I wanted to bring in how could we regenerate our forest. So then I started doing some research and I found out about refi. So that brought me to launching the project GreenStiX, where we use proceeds from the project to go back and plant trees and help clean up oceans and get involved in environmental impact panels and anything that really involves keeping it green.
Nice, nice. Dude, that's pretty awesome. So you guys, how long have you been around now?
On May will be our 1 year anniversary.
Okay. Well, congratulations. That's a feat,
Thank
especially
you.
during the last year.
Yeah, it's been rough, but everything that we've built has definitely been an achievement, and it's been a milestone on top of milestone.
Nice. So you found a need to, kind of replenish the forest. Um, have you been able to contribute to that since you started?
Yeah, so we did a OG collection of some basic candles that we had drawn up, and we minted out of those within about a week. And with that collection, we were actually able to plant over 200 trees right here in the States. And then we released recently our Gen 2 candles. And with those, we've already planted 2,500 mangrove trees in East Africa. And here in about 3 weeks, we'll have our first update from Tree Club showing a before picture of the land and then what the sprouting mangroves are looking like. And then about every 4 to 6 weeks, we'll continue to get updates from East Africa showing more trees that we've planted.
Nice. So you're not just local to, Oregon. You guys are branching out worldwide.
Yes, yeah, we're using the Green Sticks Refry brand to impact a global aspect, not just one neighborhood.
Nice. That's pretty cool. So are you guys registered as a business? Are you a 501c3?
As of right now, we are just a global e-commerce brand. We are looking at either doing a LLC, going with the nonprofit route, though a 501c may be better, but we are still looking into those aspects.
Okay. Nice. All right. Well, cool. I brought up your website here just to show people the candlestick NFTs. They're pretty awesome. You don't see a whole lot of these out
Yeah,
there.
you really don't. You see a lot of animals. So when we came up with the name Green Sticks, instantly, what is a green stick to most, crypto traders? It's the green candles that we see. So, bringing on that mascot was a no brainer.
Nice. So that kind of the green sticks works on a couple different levels, right? As in trees or candles.
Yeah, it's really whatever the community, whatever the person joining the Green Fiends community wants it to be, is what we will portray it to be. It's an open brand for anybody to come and enjoy.
So for a new investor, for somebody that is looking for that next project to get into, what is the advantage of getting into green sticks, or what is your, what's your hook?
So with GreenSticks, we offer a variety of ways to get into it. You can mint a green card, which will be used to get into our metaverse built in the Crow on Mars metaverse. And you can take that, you could stake it to earn our native token. Once you're holding GreenSticks native token, you earn 5% USDC rewards on any volume. You can then also stake those tokens for VVS or stake, which is the Kronos house. It's another solid Kronos project. Or you can buy a OG candle off a secondary market since they are sold out. You can buy one of those, stake it the same way for GreenSticks V2. Or you can mint a GreenSticks G2 candle and you could stake that for Chronosphere, which is another Chronos project that we're partnered with. So there's a lot of different ways that you could get involved into obtaining something from GreenSticks. We also have a merch store with Nobody's Labs. So you could go over there, buy a Green Sticks t shirt. You could wear that, and that alone will plant mangrove trees and help boost the ecosystem for Green Sticks.
Nice. So the whole project, it started as an NFT project, or did it start as a crypto project?
So it started as a tokenization of how we could use it.
Hmm.
And then growing, we then released the OG collection, and then we released our green cards that will be used for an access pass into our metaverse. And then we've recently launched our G2 candles. So it's just been growing and building, and new adaptions are always coming out.
Well, and that's what you have to do. Shout out to Garrett. How you doing tonight, Garrett? But yeah, I mean that's what you have to do in this space is you have to consistently build. You have to, put stuff out there, or at least build to put stuff out there. And my next question is something I ask all the projects, and it looks like everything is evolving around Web3. Is there a source of income that is based outside of Web3? Or
So I actually love that you asked about that because I do have a buddy of mine who's based in Alabama. He is in the process as we speak. He's basically growing about 25 of anything you could think of, different trees, shrubs, medicinal medicines, and eventually we're thinking it'll probably be late this summer. We're going to open up an online store where you could then go to Green Sticks Nursery and you'd be able to buy several different varieties of species of trees, plants, medicinal medicines using the Green Sticks token.
nice. So let's jump off of that real quick. We'll come back. But how does the donation process work? When you guys decided that you're going to donate to Africa, or made the donation to, plant trees in Oregon. What, how does that work? How does that come about?
So basically, every quarter, so every 3 months, we'll take what's in the donation pot that's accrued, and then we'll put it to a community vote, whatever they see fit best. If it's an ocean cleaning project, or if it's a forest rehabilitation project, or if it's there's many different ways that we could use the funds, but we'll always put the charity program will be based off of what the community sees fit.
Okay. So how much have you donated to charity so far since you started?
Through the charity program, it's been a little bit slower. We've made probably about a $50 contribution out of just the charity program.
Okay. Okay. But
So the minting NFTs and planting trees right now has been our biggest impact.
right. And that's kind of was your initial goal too, right?
Yeah,
The charity aspect came on, because of your philanthropic ideals, right?
exactly.
Yeah, so that's pretty awesome. All right, so we have a nursery coming. How soon do you think that's going to be ready?
We're looking at probably about September. We should have an open market of at least 50 different varieties to pick from.
Okay. And they'll be readily available from that point on, or are they going to be a limited supply?
So it'll be a limited supply.
Hmm.
Given it will be 24-hour, 365. But as seasons go on, obviously you're not going to be able to buy certain kinds of plants throughout the year. So the supply will change throughout.
Nice. Yeah. So with that, how does the gentleman from Alabama fit into the whole ecosystem? Is he going to be onboarded as a team member? Is he going to be a private contractor?
Yeah, it would be more or less just a private relationship with him. Like it'll be his business, but then it'll be like a subcontracted Green Sticks nursery on like the back end for ordering.
I gotcha. Cool. And then with the proceeds of those sales, how do you guys plan to disperse those? How much goes to the project, the team, the ability to plant more trees around the world, as well as the charity aspect.
So we're
And
gonna with the sales directly from the merch shop or from the online nursery. Right off the bat, we are going to use 50% of the proceeds. Right off the bat, are going to be used to buy back and pair the Green Sticks token, so we can continue to give an incentive and keep building onto that LP. And then we'll use the other portions to pay back the shipping, the delivery, and all that. And then we'll use whatever's remaining for project development.
okay. So what about the team? Any point is the team going to be, gaining any kind of income from?
So far right now, there's me and the COO Steve. We're purely just paying into this project. We do have a couple of members who we are paying, and they're mainly just getting paid out of like our personal pockets. Like I just send him money throughout, but we're never really taking any funds directly from the project. As we grow and we get a lot bigger, that might change, but being a micro cap, we are still funding most of this directly from our pockets and from the proceeds that we're getting from the merch shop and whatnot.
But ideally, that is the goal, right?
Yeah,
To actually be able to make it a full time job, right? Um,
exactly.
yeah. So I'm with you. I hear you. It's been money going out, but nothing coming back, right? And but that's because when you have a passion and you have a cause that is as big as what you guys are building there, and hopefully, I like to think people think the same of our project, but it just goes a little bit further. Being able to you know put that out there and just make that difference.
Yeah,
So
and like
I love that.
as the founder, I mean, like it may be cliche to say, but a lot of it when I see, somebody mints an NFT from my collection and they truly like it, and then they're also pleased to know that they planted 20 mangrove trees, that's a little bit of a payment back. As
Mhm.
you know,
Yeah, yeah,
it
I hear
really
you.
is though.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just what you set out to do, you're doing. That's you're following through. And I mean that's really what it's all about. So, what are the plans for moving forward? Coming up in any big 1 year anniversary plans or?
So there's an organization that I've been working with periodically through the last couple of years. They're called Friends with Trees.
Mhm.
And come this spring, this summer, I'm going to really try to get a lot more involved with them, but less as Mike Schmidt and more as Green Sticks, and really try to build that relationship between us now that I do have a year of experience and a year of showing a solid ground for this project. We have proof of work, what we've done. So like that's our big next step is really trying to build this relationship with Friends of Trees, because we've gone out and planted, my wife and I, we've gone out and planted several trees with them, and we've gone and worked with community events around helping pick up trash, pass out trash bags, pass out water, help clean up after events, really getting involved in the community. So moving forward, we're going to really start to do all the same things we have, but less as me and more as Green Sticks, and really
Mhm.
get the name as a household name and put it out there on the market.
Yep. That is the goal, is the mass adoption, the awareness, making sure people, can relate, right? Planting a tree with green sticks, I see that. That's pretty awesome. Um, cool. Well, it looks like you guys have staking. You have staking for your token and for your NFTs, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, as much as a refi brand that we want to be immersing ourselves in the real world, we are still taking mass adoption onto the Web3 aspect of everything. Because
Hmm.
we are overall a Web3 brand.
Okay. Um, nice. So, anything you want to add? I know when we before we got on here, and it's Sunday, and it's a one of those tough days for everybody. But I know our time is tight here. So, anything you want to throw out there that maybe we didn't talk about?
I talked about the nursery. I talked
Hmm.
about the staking, the NFTs. Um, Really, like, if there's one thing that I could say to anybody that's listening, as like the Green Sticks motto is just once a day when you're walking around, pick up one piece of trash. If you did it every day, that's 365 pieces in a year. If we all do it, it's hundreds of thousands of pounds of trash properly disposed of.
Yep.
That's just kind of like that's those little key points. That's what we love to talk about and express with the green sticks, and that's what we use the platform for, is expressing like the gratitude we have for the earth and what we can all do to just make a tiny little bit of an impact.
Yep. And the thing is, people seeing you do that may inspire them to do it as well. Um,
Exactly.
so it may spread further than just you doing it by yourself, right? And the the cause is just, it's a noble cause what you guys are doing. Just changing, the world by planting trees. Yeah, I mean, we need trees to live. Trees provide our daily air supply, right?
Every
Um,
day, I'm breathing it
every
right
day.
now.
Yep, yep. So, I mean, it's a good thing to, be aware of, and to make sure that, we're not just consuming the resources, but we're replenishing them as well. So that is awesome that you guys are doing this. Um, so I have to ask, just because of how you talk, what efforts do you take personally to be green?
I mean, honestly, like there's a lot of different things. My wife and I, we spend a lot of time. I'm a huge outdoor person. I love just being outside. I mean, I'm sitting outside right now.
Yep,
So we will go hiking and we take bags with us and we pack out so much trash that people leave up in like Mount Hood, Mount Clatsop, and Tillamook Forest. So that's one of our big things that we find joy of, is finding beautiful spots and then seeing some like litter or whatever, off to the side, picking it up so when the next person goes and then they can see that spot for the true beauty that it really is.
yep. Nice, nice. Well, I'll tell you what I want to do. I want to have you come back on, and I want to do it on a night where we know you have more time, and we have a little bit more reaction. And I also want you to stick around after we close this up. I just want to chat with you for a minute or two. But uh, any closing statements? Anything you want to send out there to share with your community, with potential investors?
Um, if you mint a G2 candle today, you know that you are planting 20 mangrove trees tomorrow. That's it.
Nice, nice.
Simple.
That is simple. That's straightforward. So, how much does an NFT go for?
We actually we got a stellar deal on the mangrove tree since we made our first contribution. So we went ahead and reduced the NFTs down to 150 crow. So that makes them about $8 right now.
Wow, eight
Yeah.
bucks to plant 20 trees. I mean, you
That's
can't beat
yeah,
that.
we made the first contribution and Trees Club reached out to us and said, "Hey, we see that you're going to keep moving forward with this." So they gave us a little bit of a better squeeze on the seeds. So we dropped the NFTs because we were given the opportunity. So we just wanted to give it back to everybody else.
That is absolutely awesome. So, Perfect. Well, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to, close it up here for today. But hang around. I want to talk to you after the closing credits. And I definitely want to have you guys back on where we can dive deeper when you have more time, and it's a more convenient time for everybody. So yeah, with that, it's been a little bit of a break for us. We took a few weeks off to kind of get things situated and take care of some project stuff. But we're back, and we're going to continue rolling out live and in person and bringing great projects for everyone to check out and hopefully find value and decide that they want to invest in it. But yeah, with that, my name's Scott. I thank you, Mike, for joining us tonight, or Michael. And we will have you back on in the future for sure. But yeah, we'll call it quits for tonight and make it short, and we'll have you back. Thank you, guys.
Great. Thank you.
Absolutely.